Hey guys, I hope that you have clicked on this video to increase your productivity. So please make sure to watch till the end. Do you know what Bill Gates and you have in common? It's the same 24 hours. It's just how you use the time. Bill Gates by birth was not as rich as he is today. He used his time well to grow to the level where he is now. Without wasting any further time, let's start. 1. 25 hours a day. Everyone knows that there are 24 hours in a day. If you take 2.5 minutes from every hour and keep it separate, then combining all the 2.5 minutes and adding it up, you will get another 60 minutes, which is equal to 1 hour. You can use this extra 1 hour to do additional works. Though, your other 24 hours of the day is going to consist of 57.5 minutes. But it will really help you in being more productive because 99% of people calculate their time spent in hours, not in minutes. 2. Avoid distractions. As days are passing, sources of distractions are increasing. And after the smartphone revolution, sources of distraction have gone to a different level. In olden days, sources of distractions were like friends who used to come once a while, TV which would distract people at specific times, that is when people's favorite program would get telecasted, etc. But nowadays we get distracted every second. Thanks to smartphones. These smartphones helps us to get distracted by pushing notification from WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and whatnot. And to see that we open the app by thinking that we would spend time for just 1 minute, and when 1 hour passes by we don't even get to know. And after successfully wasting 1 hour, we think that we have already wasted 1 hour, let's waste few minutes more. Finally we end up wasting hours and hours. If you really want to be productive, stop using all those apps. I know, it is highly impossible. So what you can do is to at least limit its usage, because the creators of these apps themselves don't waste their time on their apps. They use their time productively to create these apps and earn money from it. When you are working on something, keep your phone in silent, or else keep your phone away unless you are expecting some really important message or call from someone. There are many other types of distractions also, but today's generation is mostly suffering from these distractions. 3. Set goals. Everyone should have a goal in their life. Even though goal is not really necessary to sustain our life on Earth, but having it motivates you to do something bigger and better, or at least it improves you tomorrow, from today. There are very few people on Earth who have got success without having any goal, but even these people, after attaining their initial success, created a goal for themselves to get more success. Except these few people, all others have goals set for themselves. If you consider most of the successful people like Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Jack Ma, Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett and many more, all of them had goals set for themselves, and still have goals for their future. But set goals which are attainable. Don't set any imaginary goals which you can never achieve. You should set 2 goals for yourself. One is long-term goal and the other one is short-term goal. Long-term goal is something like which you need to attain after 1 year, 2 years, or maybe 5 years or 10 years. For example, your long-term goals may be like becoming a millionaire after 5 or 10 years. Or it may be like buying a big house and a luxurious car after 7 years. Or attaining certain position in your company. And for achieving your long-term goal, you need to work on your short-term goals. Short-term goal is something like which you should achieve in a week or in a month. For example, if you are in school, it may be like getting good marks in your monthly exams. Or if you're working, it may be like completing your task with highest outcome. If you are a businessman, it may be like reaching your monthly target. 4. Make a note. Most of us set goals when we are motivated, but then we forget about it after few days or weeks. Well, that's not your fault, it's human nature. We all want sophisticated life, but we don't want to work hard for it. To overcome this situation, what you can do is to write your goals on a paper, and paste it on the walls of your study room, or drawing room, or paste it on your desk, your working area, or wherever you spend most of your time. This will always help you remember your goals. So, at least you will get some motivation to work for it. 5. To-do list. Everyone should maintain a to-do list. It keeps your mind clear of what you should do and also keeps you focused. It will help you remember all the works you need to do. You should maintain a daily to-do list and you should make it in prior. The best time to make a to-do list is before going to bed the previous day. If any changes are needed, you can add or remove it later. But make sure not to add any unwanted things in the list, as it will make the list bigger, and you will be less likely to follow it. 6. Prioritize what you do. Every work is not that beneficial. It may have less importance in our daily routine. So it's always better to skip them or do it at last. For example, talking with friends, or going out to buy stationeries for exam, which is 1 week later, and so on. The works which are very important and will have huge consequence if not done in time should be in the top of your list, like preparing for an exam which is going to be held the next day, or getting a project done which needs to be submitted tomorrow, and so on. The priority to the next work should be given, which will have less consequence when compared to the first one. Likewise, the list must be created. 7. Keep a deadline. Let me say an example first. If you are a student and you have to submit your project tomorrow or else you will lose marks, will you complete your project tonight before going to bed or not? The answer is obviously yes, unless you really don't care about the marks. Similarly, keeping a deadline for all other important work of yours will help you to always remember about your goals and make you more productive. Keeping a deadline motivates you to do the work. As in the case of the project work, you should not sleep unless you complete the task before the deadline. 8. Say no. You can't be a people pleaser all the time. You can't make everyone happy. So it's sometimes better to say no. The more you try to please people, the more they will use you, because they make a mindset that you never say no. So finally it ends up by you doing their work and they enjoy their time. The truth is that everyone is selfish in this world in one way or the other. And sometimes it's good to be a little selfish. So there is nothing wrong for you to be a little selfish too. I am not saying that everyone will use you for their needs. There might be some people who really needs help during some situations. But during such case you should do your work first and only then you should help them. You might have noticed that during an emergency in aeroplanes, the air hostess always says to wear your own oxygen mask first, and then to help others. If you yourself don't stay alive, then how can you help others? The same goes for this case also. 9. Reward yourself. Rewarding is one of the best methods to be productive. When I was a kid, my father used to say me that, if I perform well in the upcoming exam, he would buy me the toy I needed. Same goes here also, but the only change is that you are going to reward yourself. For example, you can keep rewards like eating your favorite dish after completing the work, or else watching the latest video uploaded in your favorite YouTube channel, or anything else, whatever you like. This will motivate you to complete the work as soon as possible. But you have to follow it strictly. You should not cheat. 10. Sleep well. Our body needs at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep depending from person to person. Sleeping makes our body function properly. If you don't sleep enough, you may think that you got some extra time to work. But it doesn't work that way. If you don't get the required amount of sleep, you will feel low and drowsy the whole day, which in turn hinders your productivity. Thus, sleep well at night, wake up in the morning fresh and energetic and start doing your works. As I said in the first point, 25 hours a day, you will be losing 20 minutes in 8 hours. So you will be getting 7 hours and 40 minutes of sleep, which is good enough. This is not the end. There are 10 more points to be covered to improve productivity. I have stopped it here so that the video doesn't become too long. So please make sure to watch the part 2 also. Finally, I would like to say that it really takes a lot of time, effort and hard work to make a single video. So please like, share and subscribe. It provides a lot of motivation to make another video. Also feel free to comment below. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.